chilling. Welcome to the chaos.
All right. It's Thursday after work. It is my last day of working 4 10s a week. Next week, I go to working 5 8s. So on Fridays, I will be off at 1 in the afternoon. We are going to continue this little simulator saga on a little Throwback Thursday today. Not only are we throwing back the date of the game release, but we're also throwing back a previous game that we played. So, we're going to go back to Pure Farming 2018. And we are going to go through some of the things that I've been doing off stream. First things first, I will show you that once we completed, it automatically went to free farming. Right? So we still have one campaign that we saved before we completed the campaign, in case we want to go back and try to finish the complete all side quests, which I don't think is going to be possible because for some reason it will not allow me to buy the pear field no matter what I do, but we will explore that at some point. What we're going to work on is my current progress. So we have currently bought quite a few different pieces of machinery. We have the large potato harvester. Okay. We have gotten rid of everything except for the basic farmland and the cows. So we still had our pigsty, we still had our pigs, we still had chickens and our chicken coop and blah 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 blah. We've gotten rid of every bit of that and of our eggs. So, I don't know why this is turned up so high, but we're going to figure that out real quick. Just 1 second here. No, fool. Why has my audio been jacked with? Alright, let's leave it there and see how that works. I don't really know why my mic audio was jacked up so high, but we're gonna leave it there and see what happens. I truly think it could even go down more. Let's see here, what's it at? Let's put it there and see what it looks like. Yeah, I think that'll be much better. We will review this after stream and see what it sounds like, but I think that'll be just fine. Alright, so as I was saying, we have done some things, bought some equipment, sold some equipment. I do need to hook onto the tractor. I currently have this guy getting some grass bales. We got rid of this chicken coop. We got rid of the pigsty up north. We pretty much sold all the eggs. We did get rid of the loader and bucket and all that stuff for the small tractor. It is primarily going to take care of the cows for now, and then potentially plow fields if necessary. The one thing we are going to do still today is we are going to get rid of one of our planters that are here, and we are going to get a planter cultivator combination. The reason I want to do that is because I still want to keep some wheat and some stuff like that, and in order to do that I would like to do it all in one setup instead of needing to run the tractor twice. I think that's just more efficient. I also purchased the DAF and a good trailer, so that's done. The next thing, we are working on achievements. So realistically, we are achievement hunting at this point. We have to own farms with over 50 hectares in free farming mode, right? Which that won't be hard. I'm gonna buy one farm here after a while or later on, and it'll pretty much take care of that, I think. Then obviously it goes on and on. Breed 20 animals, breed 50 animals, breed 100 animals, own machines totaling 1 million. So basically we're gonna go down through here and we're gonna knock some of these out. First off, we got to save up $155,000 because this is a potato field. It's a class 2, which means it's a class 2 potato field. Class 1 is usually your crops. I think that's what it is anyway. Let me double check that. Let's see. Green hell, that's not it. Let's see here. Do we not have one for? I could have swore we had one for pure farming, but maybe not. Medieval Dynasty, Delta Force. The Isle. I don't really play that too much anymore. Art Raiders, I gave that up because it's kind of a joke. Good Side, Stream, Doodles. Maybe it's under Doodles. Let's see here. Old Market Funds. Field 1. No, that's not it. Okay, so Class 2 is root crops. Class 1 is grains. So yeah, Class 2 being potatoes. So that's what we would need to plant here is potatoes. And as you can see, it is quite genuinely the largest field on the map, right? So that would have been this field here. Having that one, I think, will get a couple of achievements for us. Because if I'm not mistaken, that is the biggest field, unless there's one on another map. So as you can see, having the 50 hectare would probably complete that one. And then it's machines. I need to connect 3 DB8s to a tractor, which that's just buying the DB8 trailers and connecting them together. That's buying things. I gotta buy all the DAF truck models available in free farming. I gotta use this plow with a medium tractor. Buy at least 8 sheds. That's not hard either. Gather 100 tons of grain. So that is one of the things that I am keeping wheat around for. So I will be having Class 1 and Class 2 fields, so I can also complete this one. We started on the scenarios. We haven't finished those yet. We did get, I think, all of Montana done, but we have multiple other maps to get done. I already have the DAF truck, so doing this one here shouldn't be too bad. Just got to buy basically the lowboy trailer. this one here, work for 30 minutes without any breaks. So I figure the only way this one's going to work is if I buy that large field and then I plow it or I plant it myself. And I don't think you can take any breaks. Like, I'm not sure what it means by that. I don't know, because I would assume that you would have to continually keep moving with some kind of plow or something in the ground. I may have to see exactly what the specifications of that one are, because I mean it's only 10 gamer score, so we'll see on that one. Buy the largest field available in the game in free farming or campaign. I would assume that is the largest one, unless there's one on another map. Buy an industrial greenhouse in free farming or campaign mode. That is also here, and it is massive. Load 6 bales onto a trailer. I think that should be easy. I just can't use the auto bale trailer. This one. That's why I kept the campaign open as far into the campaign as I did, because I would like to complete all side missions, but for some reason it won't let me buy a pear field, and that's the next thing we're supposed to do. I did fail one of the missions as well, so that might exclude us from it. We will see. 3 Eastern European vehicles. Now I think we're gonna have to be in another country for that one, but I'm not sure. I don't have any vehicles purchased on here except for the one I started out with. So we will see how that progresses. Buy a Rustlin tractor with Caterpillar tracks. And buy your first apple orchard in free farming. That one's going to be fairly easy, but it's $50,000 and we don't have that yet because I spent all the money on upgrading equipment. And buy my first plum orchard, which I don't understand why I don't have that one, simply because I had the plums, unless I didn't keep the plum orchard until the end of the campaign, so it didn't count. I don't really know. So we will eventually have $100,000 and we'll buy the plums. Yep, so that's what we're doing right now. We are currently done with the main campaign. We are going to continue our own little saga here. I could go ahead and buy one of these fields that's over here, but I don't feel like it's going to be necessary. I think at this point we need to save up the money and buy the big field if that's what we're going to do. Because we have some decent stuff going on at the moment. I don't really know why this guy thought that this was a complete task, considering that the whole thing is not plowed. That's what you get when you hire other people that are just here for the money, I guess. Unless for some reason he wasn't done, but I swear when I came over here he was on the other end of the field, so I don't know why he wouldn't have been done. We'll get her done this time though. And like that it should be done. Am I wrong? Did it not get 100%? 99%. Great, what did we miss? What did we miss? This little bitty section right here. I don't have a damn greenhouse anymore. So what is this thing talking about? I don't know, 99% is fine. I'm not even that stressed on it. I'm real confused as to why it keeps telling me that fertilizer bags are low, considering I don't even own this greenhouse anymore. Eh? I do not own the greenhouse. What's it talking about? I think the game's a little wonky. Okay, well, since that tractor is busy, we also purchased a much larger excuse me, what? I said I would like to put the plow down. Hey, finally. Okay, let's grab a hold of one of these. One of these probably has grass. One of these probably has wheat. This has wheat. If I'm gonna buy the one to cultivate with, though, it's gonna have wheat in it either way, so... no. We will take the one that has grass in it. If it still has grass, I think it does. Yeah. We're gonna get rid of this one for, and who knows, I may have even picked up the wrong one. I think at some point I picked up an extra planter. I don't recall. But I don't need 2 planters. So we're going to take this one up here, get ready to dump it off. Obviously, we're going to have to make some more money to be able to finish the process of what we're doing. So that's why I would much rather get rid of this. I'm not going to need 2 planters any longer. On a side note, I'm not going to feel like I'm tired all the time, hopefully, now that I'm finally through my training phase and on to my regular 5 days a week. Might feel like I have a little more time. I bet it's not this one. What do you bet? I knew it. Well. Alright then, I guess I should have just sold it from the house. The reason it won't let me sell this one is because this is like that other trailer that I have. It's one of those bonus items they give you for doing a quest. And essentially it doesn't let you sell the free items that they give you for the quests, which makes perfect sense. However, I couldn't remember which one was which. So we'll take this over here, then we'll come back. We'll get our much larger potato planter. By that time, maybe the other tractor will be done making bales. I will keep both of the smaller cultivator and the smaller plow for now, just because later on down the road I may need the small tractor to help me out. Well, it's not a small tractor. It's technically a medium tractor, but it looks really small. But I may need it to help me plow fields or cultivate, so... Buying this apple field would be pretty nice, though. That would be an achievement. And it would be right here by home. Whereas the plum field is all the way up north. I could also sell the DB8, but selling the DB8 trailer is not really going to do me any justice at the moment, considering one of the achievements is to attach 3 of them together. So, if I knew where I could find 3 of them on the map, I would just attach them, but I think it's going to require me to buy them in order to attach them. I know I get transportation done way faster with the 18-wheeler and the trailer. I was needing to make... Oh, shoot. Sorry, guys. I was needing to make 3 trips with even the biggest trailer that I had on the tractor. But now I think I can make the trip with a single truckload. Oh. I think I gotta go over here to fill it up. Oh, whoopsie. Fill up with potatoes. I also bought the little $25,000 solar field. So I think that's going to bring us in a little bit more money. We'll find more out about that after midnight. There is another potato field over here I could potentially buy for $29,000, but part of me would like to just save up the money and do it all at once. Just go for the big field. wrap a couple of these bales up here. Oh, shoot. Oh, gosh. Okay, well, oh, shoot. Alright. There we go. Finally grabbed one of them. Pushing a bale around. I don't think we're gonna need to wrap any more of them for now. We got a few wraps over there anyway. I don't think it'll let me auto or manually load the bales onto this trailer. We're gonna do this the regular way with the bale loader, and then we will probably have to buy another trailer to try the other way. I want to buy the JCB front end loader so I can get all this damn manure out of here, but that's probably going to take some time. Holy shit! Yikes. That's a new one for me. I have never seen that happen before. That'll do though. That will do. And eventually, my plan will be to also kind of abandon these much smaller fields, sell them or whatever. Then again, I don't know because I think my property value has to be over $1 million too, so it might be better off to keep them. Um, we will just see exactly what the stipulations are for the achievements. We got grass over here still. What's this thing doing? You know what? I ain't got time for this shit. What are you doing over here? What the hell's the dog doing in there? The dog's acting crazy. Not even gonna have enough to fill it up. Let's see, did we forget anything on this side? Not that I'm noticing. Alright, we will be done with this. $7,000. So that made me, buying that other piece of property only made me around $1,000 a day. Isn't bad. Isn't bad. I'll take it. It's the only other bail we made, right? Yeah. From what I see, anyway. We almost have enough grass and everything to last us a while on the cows. Once that happens, I think we'll be safe to plant stuff back to wheat. There's definitely a lot of switching things around. That is something I'm not a huge fan of. I mean, I could continue doing grass and doing the hay, straw, whatever, and selling it for like $2.63 a bale. There's some money in it, but you're definitely not going to get rich doing that. Okay, we've done that, we've plowed both fields. We need to cultivate. And I don't need to cultivate with that. We will just hook up the small cultivator. For now, we're going to go ahead and keep cultivating with this. I don't know how much the planter cultivator costs, but it's not going to matter in the potato fields. Oh. I don't know what that just said, but it just popped up some weird something or another. Alright, let's go over here. I think we will drive this guy up north, see what the planter cultivator costs. But I will be around. Alright, just out of curiosity, let's see. No. Now. That is a planter cultivator. Anyway, this one does 13 rows, costs 14,000. That's not too bad. The one that I have now does 10 rows, but doesn't cultivate. Nope. We're gonna go to town and buy that because it's cheaper there. Yup. You always save money if you go to town and buy it. Oh shit. Oopsie. That's my bad. That's my bad. Was trying to get minty fresh with a little nicotine on top. Alright, now y'all seen what it cost, $14.5 or something like that, right? Save some of them dollar bills by coming here to do it. I will take it. Alright, after this purchase, sorry guys, I've been having some flare-ups from my lung issue the last couple of days. But, after these purchases, we're not going to do any more purchasing until we start getting some real money rolling in. I don't really think we're going to need any more purchases because realistically what we have now is pretty much going to be everything we have. Until we start getting into bigger fields and then we start getting bigger equipment to compensate for those fields. But in order to do that, we got to come up with $155,000 to buy the other fields. So we can either purchase a couple smaller fields to get more production, or we can just kind of relax and hang out for a few days here and allow this game to run its course. I think spending money to make money could be beneficial, but it's going to take longer to do it that way. We are sitting pretty nice at the moment. So I think we're just going to kind of hang out where we're at. I would most definitely love to have, you know, like the big wide liquid manure spreader, liquid cow shit spreader. But to do that, it's going to cost more money. I think it's like $38,000. I already have the manure spreader, which isn't too bad. I just don't really have a tank. Oh yeah, I do. I have a tank I can go sell liquid manure with. So we might be alright. It's just going to be one of those repetitive back and forth things because that's kind of what it takes. Alright, I know these tractors stay a little better when you clean them off, so we'll go ahead and clean it off since we're waiting anyway. I should have had this tractor do that field. Where are we at with this one? Is it almost done? Oh, well, look at that. It's done. because I am going to have both of these fields planted. I don't remember. Did that achievement say I needed 100 tons of grain? Because that means I'm not going to be able to sell grain for a long, long time. Let's upgrade the capacity. Nobody's. The game is fucking tripping, dude. Oh, okay. There is no upgrading. You fucking piece of shit. We will save here. I really should be planting these myself. I think this little tractor struggles to pull this thing, but I could be wrong. No, it ain't too bad. It still moves right along. We'll save a little money and we'll go ahead and plant this one. This is kind of the boring part, but this also saves us lots of money. I say lots of money. It's not really lots of money. Between this field and the other field, it's like $1,500. But when you're saving up to get the biggest farm on the game, every single dollar counts. Suddenly I feel like I'm not really getting anywhere. Alright, we're going to do this pass, and then we're going to let them finish this, and we're going to do a couple passes at the other one. It'll at least save us a little money. Oops, ran into the damn truck. Are you fucking with me right now, game? You gotta be fucking with me right now, right? Why is it not planting in certain areas? Okay. I'm gonna have a problem in a minute. All right. You go ahead and finish this field. So that won't cost us $1,078. Alright, we need fertilization and spraying here, but we need to wait 1 day. The game tweaks out, man. Now it says I have no potatoes in here, even though it says I have 4,431 pounds. The game definitely goes on tweak status from time to time. Pretty sure it needs to lay off the bubble. Be smoking the meth pipe from time to time. I think this is another $50,000 array. Yeah. No thanks. See, I'm not even sure, to be honest, that it will allow us to fertilize right now, will it? It's the aqua boogie tank. It will allow me to do it. This seems like it's taking forever. This is why I usually hire people. Maybe this one will be done about the same time the other one's done. Then all we have to do is spray this field and it's good to go. Gonna stop back over here and fill back up, and then we're gonna park this one. I think we're gonna do manure in the other one so we can use up some of this manure. We got quite a bit of manure. There's definitely a strong part of me that would like to buy this other small potato field here, because I know I could make some pretty big money pretty quick if I just bought this field here. And I do know potatoes are the way to go other than wheat. Wheat, you just get so much. Now 317 back for that. Alright, that's all planted. Okay. We are going to try to fill this bad boy up. Definitely need a much better, more efficient way of removing manure, but we did step it up a little bit from the smaller tractor to the bigger tractor, so we're going to leave it like this for the moment. It's just going to take forever. We're going to have to upgrade to that JCB before it's over with. I I said, we got some plans, we got some things going on here. Now it's just going to take the time and the dedication to get there. Though having both methods to be able to fertilize the crops with, definitely a huge benefit, because I do have the fertilizer spreader over there, but that costs money. And I mean, this costs money, but in a different way. I mean, it costs money because I have to buy the baler, the trailer, all that stuff. But it pretty well pays for itself because, I get X amount of dollars back every time I get to do this. So eventually we may get rid of the fertilizer spreader, which will, then again, I don't know, because, man, spreading it on a larger field is gonna suck. But if I'm gonna have cows, I guess I need to look at that, because if cows are not going to breed and produce me calves, which I thought they would, but they have not yet, then I have to figure out how I'm going to get that achievement. So that is going to be something we got to figure out as well. But I know manually loading this thing sucks ass. Raise flap and spread ass. Literally. I'm just glad there's no perfect science to this. You either play the numbers or you don't. If you get it to 100%, your yields are going to be better. But if you get it at 85%, your yields still aren't going to be necessarily bad. So, definitely a numbers game. I definitely think spreading the doo-doo versus the liquid is more efficient, as far as like the coverage. Then again, if I have to fill this thing up multiple times to finish a field, that might be a problem. Though we are over 50%, so I think we should be okay with one dropping, if you will. Just spreading the doo-doo. I think one trailer is going to do it, but it's going to be close. And we saved a couple bucks by me actually spreading the doo-doo and not hiring somebody, so that helps. Alright, officially fertilized. Lower the ass flap, pull her back over here, and get ready to fill back up sometime soon. Might as well get us a couple scoops in there right now. I do think keeping the other fertilizer spreader is going to be highly beneficial though, because I think if I manually do this for a couple of harvests, I'm going to virtually be out of manure and liquid fertilizer. So I think having the other fertilizer spreader is going to be quite beneficial for when I run out, because I will eventually run out. I was trying to finish off the quests, the side quests, and finding all the sapphires, so I didn't really get a chance to do a lot of farming, so that kind of hurt this situation. So I think by the time we get this loaded up again, we're not going to have a whole bunch left in here, and then depending on how long it takes us to get back to, you know, fertilization again, we could be right back in the hurt locker. So no worries there. We will just keep some extra just in case. That is going to be the last load. Okay, where are we at? Alright, we have everything good there. We need spraying here. We need spraying here. Alright. What? The fuck is this thing talking about? Oh my god. cell bale, yes. Oh my goodness. This game really is about to piss me off. Sorry it took so long. I had to go swap the laundry around. I forgot I had laundry in. And then, of course, the dog wanted to go outside, so, you know, that became a thing. Alright, well, looks like we progressed a little time. Only thing we got left to do, the fields, spray. I think we're good. Take the little tractor back over here. I do know based on the gameplay we're going to have some repairs to do to these tractors pretty soon. It's getting about that time. We may harvest, let me see here real quick. Oh, I better take this back over there. We may harvest the grass one or two more times just to get a good little stockpile. But then I think we're going to convert that field back over to wheat, just for a little bit more money coming in. I can also sell the bales, but greenhouse number one. I don't have a greenhouse. You shit fuck. So I'm going to have to make quite a bit of fodder. But what I don't see is a grab fork of any kind. So that's going to be an expense we're going to have to do. Alright, well, that answers that. Let me go ahead and park this guy. Put this bucket over here. We're gonna sleep for the day and let the game kind of maybe rebalance itself. One hour. Dude. Normally it tells me to sleep until daylight. What the fuck is happening here? Oh, that's weird. Now I have to decide, do I want the fork or do I want the clamp? The fork can be a little tedious, but so can the clamp. Not a huge fan of this one, but this one kind of gets a little finicky too. I think I sold my other one, not realizing it would fit this one too, but okay, this is the fucking bullshit I was talking about before. Like, helps if I hit it, right? Yep. That's on me. I know there's a way I could probably order it and have it delivered to my shed. It's gonna cost me more damn money. We'll just drive up there. We'll take care of it. Shit. Oh. Well. Yawning and driving, I guess, is not recommended. Fucker. lost a couple $100 there. That's beautiful. All that just to feed the damn cows. At least now we should have everything that we need. What? You fucking piece of shit. Okay. Fuck. I'll take this one. Which doesn't make no sense, as you guys seen. I picked it up exactly like I was picking up the other ones, just at a lower level. Whatever, game. Dude, what the fuck? This game is absolutely fucking broken. Oh, magically now you let me grab it? Get the fuck out of it. What the fucking shit? Oopsie. Okay, okay. Well, I think it might be time for me to retire for the day. I'm struggling on the simplest of needs. It's been a lot of hours today. Struggling on the simplest. Hey, we made it. Sort of. We only got to do this 70 more times to fill up the fucking the cow fodder. Bullshit. Well, we were trying to breed animals, but I don't know that we're going to breed animals this way. Oh. All right. It's about the most wretched little thing ever. Yeah, we're not going to be doing another one of those right this minute. I think we'll keep working at that. That's a lot to deal with. Do I have any calves yet? No. Um, Oh, okay. Am I fucking tripping here? It says that none of them breed traditionally. Pure Farming 2018. Breed 20 animals in free farming. I'm not going in there and breeding, right? So, breed 20 animals in free farming mode. What? Oh, hey. That's weird. Okay. They might want to reword that a little bit when they're talking about the achievements, because that definitely wasn't breeding. That was buying. Big difference there. Anywho. That's going to be easy. And then if I'm being real honest, we're probably going to go ahead and absolutely get rid of cows. I don't need them anymore. I don't want them anymore. Then I can sell the baler, I can sell all that stuff, and we can literally focus on farming. This will make us a couple of bucks. However, I know that if I buy the biggest field on here, which I'm pretty sure is this one I'm looking at, field 31, it's going to require some pretty big freaking tractors as well. Yeah. Then again, I might be able to get my 30 minutes of working in that one field. The hell. Please hold. All right, guys, that's gonna be it for me for today. I'm gonna upload this thing to YouTube, and I'm gonna do some editing, and then yeah, much love. I'll see you guys on the next one.
The chat went quiet, screen still warm. I kicked off the headset, left the room. Cord on the desk, half twisted loose. The last alert faded off my screen. Now it's just a fan and me. The chaos is over, stream ended. Just the hum of the tower, my own tired thoughts. Another night played out, another story told. Now the lights are all out. I'm watching Lynn drift through the monitor glow. Yeah, the chaos is over. Stream done. Done.